Malikou almost didn't answer the call. The number blinked on his cracked phone while rain tapped the bus window like impatient fingers. One voice in his head whispered, "They already decided who you are." Another said, "Pick up anyway." He picked up. Malikou Kamara drove city buses in Atlanta. Long routes, quiet hours, loud thoughts. Every morning he tied his uniform slowly like armor, not because the job was hard, but because people were. Some looked past him, some spoke sharp. Some smiled thin like politeness with no warmth inside. That day a man stepped on without paying. "You people always trying something," the man muttered. The words slipped in soft, but they landed heavy. Malikou felt heat climb his chest. His hands tightened on the wheel. He wanted to answer, to explain, to defend, to remind the man he had a name, a mother, a history, a future. But the bus rolled forward. At the next stop, a woman named Zainab boarded. Senegalese accent, calm eyes. She always sat behind Malikou and whispered short prayers into the air before riding. Today she leaned closer. "Your silence is loud today," she said gently. Malikou exhaled. "Sometimes I wonder if people already wrote my story before I speak." Zainab smiled without laughing. Stories change when the writer does. At his break, Malikou sat alone watching rain crawl down the glass. The insult replayed itself again and again like a stuck verse. "You people, you people, you people." He felt himself shrinking inside the words. He remembered his father in Guinea saying, "The world will try to name you. Decide if you accept the name." But today Malikou felt tired of deciding. He looked at his reflection in the window. Uniform, dark skin, quiet posture, and asked himself something dangerous. What if they're right? What if I really am limited by what they see? The thought scared him more than the insult. Malikou closed his eyes, not to escape, to listen. Inside a slower voice spoke, "Racism is real, but it is uneven, and it is situational. It touches your path, not your soul. It delays doors, not destinies." He breathed in, then out. For the first time that day, the weight lifted a little. When Malikou returned to driving, the same man stood at the curb again. This time he paid, didn't speak. As the bus pulled away, Malikou caught his reflection again, but it looked different now, not armored, anchored. Zainab's voice floated from behind. "What did you leave on your break?" Malikou smiled softly. "The version of me that believed strangers could measure my future." The bus moved through the city, past noise, past judgment, past hurry, and Malikou drove lighter, not because the world changed, but because he finally understood what he didn't have to carry.